This is a short video to show you just the basic steps to make a What the Dub community clip pack. I've done a few of these, I've seen other people do it, I've been asked how to do it by a bunch of people, and I've been encouraged to make this tutorial video, in part because honestly I think I would have liked to have that instructional video for myself when I started. So we're going to go through a few things. There's a few tools that we're going to use. This is not the definitive way of doing clip packs, it's just the way I do it, and it's a way that works for me. So first of all, we're going to get a video. This is probably like the kind of most individual thing. I mean, I have actually a DVD collection still. I can get my videos from there. You might have video files you acquired otherwise, or maybe you screen record your Netflix, or maybe you're downloading YouTube videos, which is the one way of doing it that I'm going to show you today as well. But you just need the video files in the first place. Then we're going to look into how we trim the videos. We use a program called Avidemux for that. You can use other software if you prefer it. There's also a way of doing like a batch clipping through the dub editor, which is not a method that I love, so I'm not going to talk about it in this tutorial, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I can make a video about that too. Then we're going to look into writing subtitles and generating the actual dub. We're going to use Dub Editor 2.44 to do that. And this is a software that was made by a community member, and it's very useful. You can find it on GitHub. Yeah, let's start with getting a clip. One relatively easy way to do it would be to go to YouTube. And if you go to YouTube and you find a video, like you copy the URL to that video. And then obviously it doesn't like, this is a 3.5 minute video, but obviously I'm not doing a 3.5 minute clip, but you find the video that it contains the part you want to clip. You take the URL of that, you go to a video download site like YT Down. It doesn't have to be this one, it's just the one I'm using for this video. And you paste the URL, which I failed. There we go. You paste the URL and you click on download, and you select the highest quality here. Unfortunately, this is only available in 720p, but that's what we can do. Click on download. It's going to download the file, and now you have the video. And so it doesn't matter how you got that video. Now that you have it, we're going to go to the next step, and that is we're going to load the file into Avidemux, which is this thing here. You can just drag and drop the file into the tool like this, and it pops up here. I like to click on Fit to Window here, just so I see as much of the video as possible. And now you're going to have to trim this video. Again, you can do a batch thing in the dub editor itself. I just don't like working that way. So I know roughly where my clip is that I want to do. It's around here. And we're going to find the in point of our clip, so the first frame of the clip. And to do that, we just press play here.
Where this incredible journey is going.
That's pretty much it. Now you can jump between keyframes in Avidemux, so I'm going to do that.
Being there 100 years into painting or theater.
There we go. This is about where my clip begins. And so I'm going to set the end marker here. So you can see now it marked the entirety of the clip up to the point where we are with the seeker here. And we're just going to remove that by pressing the delete section button. It will give you a warning if you haven't selected any video output settings here. That's perfectly fine. We're going to look into that at the end of this process. But just know that if you try to export a video file with this kind of copy setting here in the video dropdown, it might corrupt your file because you can only do that if you cut exactly on the keyframes, which oftentimes for clips we don't do. So we have the beginning point of our clip, so we just play it now.
We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here, but to know that you think that I'm a meaningful part of it means the world to me. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's about it. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I want to have the applause in the clip or not, so I'm just going to set the start marker here. Again, it marks everything starting from here to the end of the clip, but I'm going to quickly play it just to see if maybe I want to include some of the applause. Not really. I am a proponent of keeping clips as short as possible, and so I think we're gonna just cut that out. And now you can see down here we have a 9-second clip. I think we can even do without the thank you very much. So
You think that I'm a meaningful part of it means the world to me.
there we go. Like this.
We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here, but to know that you think that I'm a meaningful part of it means the world to me.
There we go. That's a nice and short clip. And now we need to export this. To do so, we need to set the correct settings for it. I've tested a certain set of settings, and that's what I'm running with forever. And I'm going to just tell you which settings these are. In this drop-down menu, I always select MP4, MPEG-4, AVC, X264. Then for audio, you want to select AAC, LAV. And in filters, I always select resampling to 44-100. I don't know, like audio seems to be tricky sometimes. So I just like to always just force these settings. So what I do is I remix down to stereo. This is not really important for YouTube videos, but it might be important for like DVD imports that might be at 5.1, where there is sound on tracks that might not be played through What the Dub. So just remix it down to stereo, resample to 44.1, and that's it. Those are the settings, and the output format should be MP4. Don't select anything else. MP4 is the correct extension. So now we have our video, we have our audio, and we have our clip. So all we have to do now is export it. So we press the Save Video button up here. We find our folder. I recommend to create a project folder where you can save all your clips. Name it something reasonable and go for it. It's gonna take a moment. For the short clips, usually it's quite quick. And there you go. Now you have the clip, and we're ready to go into the dub editor. When you first start this software, it will probably ask you to set up a working directory, like a project folder. I recommend just creating an empty one somewhere, and Dub Editor will automatically populate it with the relevant files. And you don't really have to look in there unless you want to fix files directly. It's more of a kind of a clean way to arrange all the data that you edit in the editor. Once you're done with that, you will be on this screen here, and you can select the game. Since we're doing What the Dub, we're going to select that, and as you can see, I have a lot of clips already. If you're starting out, this will just be empty, and it will just have these buttons up here. Now, you might want to start a pack first. Since you want to add a bunch of clips to a pack, you just first have to make a pack. To do that, you go click here on packs, you go here into the collection name, and you call it something reasonable. I'm currently working on a Christopher Nolan pack, so I'm going to create that. And now you can see I have a Nolan pack with 0 videos in it. And we go back up here to clips, and we add our clip that we just made by clicking on New Clip, Open Video, navigate to our folder where we saved our clip that we made, put that in, and now we're ready to make our first clip. Now the clip name, you have to come up with one. I like to name all of my clips just after the pack name and then number them. You do what works for you. I'm going to name it Nolan because I'm working on a Nolan pack, and I'm just going to keep track of the numbering here. If you have trouble with keeping track of numbers, you can also just name your clip names random things like Oscar speech in this case, for example. Then I'm going to add my collection here. You can also do this after the fact, but I recommend doing it as you go. Okay, now we have set up kind of our basics here, and we are ready to write the subtitles for the clip. To do that, we go down here, and we have a seeker you can see, and we know that he says something here, so if you don't remember, let's quickly play it.
We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here.
Right, so up until about 3 seconds he says this sentence, so we click here on Add a Subtitle. As you can see, it starts the subtitle down here at the marker where I'm set. Now obviously I want the subtitles to go as long as he actually talks. which was about 3 seconds, I think. So I'm gonna put the playhead at that point, and then I'm gonna say the endpoint to be set at the playhead. And now you can see the subtitle runs for much longer. And we quickly check.
We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here, but...
Oh, see, I made a mistake by typing up. There we go, it's going from here. There we go, fixed. You also might have noticed that I put Nolan : here. If you have ever looked at a What the Dub script in the game, on your phone, for example, you will notice that sometimes it says who's speaking, and that's quite useful for people who might have missed the clip or are just confused by it. So I've made it a policy to always indicate who's speaking, and to do that, all you have to do is have this name : in front of the line. You will not see this, unlike in the preview here, you will not see this in the game when the clip is playing. It will just say the actual sentence. But then when you look at the script, it will say Nolan at the top of that line. Now we continue.
But to know that...
So I have one more subtitle to make. This is it. Note that I don't have to indicate the speaker again because the speaker hasn't changed. So if someone else started talking now, I would once again write the name of that person in the front of this line and put a colon. But because it's still Nolan, I don't have to do that again. Note also that you shouldn't be using colons in your subtitles because they have this function in the script. So don't use colons, and also don't use brackets, I think. I know that some people have managed to get brackets into their scripts, but I have had some bad luck where it would think that those are sound effects, and therefore I don't recommend using brackets in the script. Okay, and now comes the real magic. We have to find the exact point where he starts talking again.
To know that you...
So it's around here. We're going to add a subtitle, but this time, instead of writing a subtitle, we're going to click on Dub in this drop-down menu. And now you can see it gives us the options between male and female voice, and it doesn't give us the option to write anything. So let's check if we timed it correctly.
To know that meaningful part of it.
We know that this is how far we want to go. I also think that it starts a little bit too late, so I'm going to adjust it just slightly. Let's see again.
Know that means the world to me.
That's nice. This is what I'm looking for.
That means the world to me.
Okay. I think we can work with this.
We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here, but to know that means the world to me.
Okay. This is our clip. It works. It's got the subtitles correct, I think. And it's got the dub in the place where I want it. So that's it. All we have to do now is click on Finalize Clip. And if we just look at our Nolan pack now, you can see we have one clip in it. It's called Nolan Clip 1. And that's what we want. If you want to edit it again later, you can just click on it and open it. And you can change your subtitles if you want to, stuff like that. Okay, so let's assume you have finished your clip pack. Let's actually take one of these that's already finished, like our Nicolas Cage pack here, which has 82 videos in it. If you have all your videos set up the way I just showed you, you can edit this pack. Now it will show you all the clips that are in this pack, and then up here it will give you the option to add a preview image. I've already uploaded one, but I recommend you make a nice preview image. This is the image that displays in the workshop as the cover image, and I think it's nice for people to be able to see what the pack's about by adding a picture that represents it. And once we've done that, we can actually just export our pack. I recommend you export it into an empty folder. For example, I will make this folder here, call it Nicolas Cage, since that's the pack that I'm exporting, and it will generate a zip file. Now the zip file isn't really useful because the actual way to upload the files to the workshop, you need to first extract it. So to do that, we go into our folder where we exported it. We go into the zip file, and we export the files directly, like this. And then we delete our zip file. And this is what we need to upload to What the Dub. In order to upload the files to the workshop, we need to start What the Dub.
You know the name of the game, folks. Welcome to What the Dub.
And we have to go to Options. And we go to Steam Workshop. And here you can create a clip pack. Now I'm not going to actually do that because I've already made this clip pack, but I will show you the general idea. Also, there's instructions here. You can click on that. It will open a website. Basically, you click on Select Folder, and you navigate to the folder where you exported those files. So in this case, it's this Nicolas Cage folder with these 3 folders in it. You click Select. You enter a title for it, like Nicolas Cage in my case, and you click Save. Again, I'm not going to do that because this pack is already uploaded. And if you ever change anything about a pack, it's basically the same process, but you click on Update Clip Pack, and you select the clip pack that you want to update. You select the folder where you exported the newly changed files, and then you save. Simple as that. It will upload to Workshop. You can then also change the description and the release notes within Steam. And then people will be able to download and enjoy your clip pack. If you have questions or if you need me to show you anything else, let me know in the comments. Shout out to Dib for encouraging me to make this video, and shout out to Kimbo for always winning the games that we play.